Right, hello for everybody. Ian Bourne here from Cloud 2020. I'm going to demonstrate for you how I'm going to make a phone call in from within Microsoft Dynamics. Going to allow it to be recorded using Copilot, and then show you some of the wizardry that will come out of the back of that. So I'm going to call my colleague Wendy, who I actually created on here as a lead. So I'm going to call here directly from within this point here. And you'll notice now that what we're doing here is we're connecting, and as we
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, Wendy. Yeah, I'll explain to everybody that I've called you from within my Dynamics, from within the lead, and that we're now recording the conversation. So I'm going to now try and tell you how brilliant Dynamics 365 Sales is, and how
Mhm.
I'm following up on a lead from that we had from you, and you responded to some of our amazing marketing. And so, Wendy, what elements of Microsoft Dynamics are you actually interested in?
Well, I'm particularly interested in the sales piece, so I think that's Dynamics 365 Sales, and I think that's the Dynamics 365 Sales Enterprise license. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would strongly recommend that, Wendy, because I know when we spoke before, you were very keen to use Copilot, but also perhaps sequences and Sales Accelerator and some of that exciting sales-driven stuff that comes with enterprise, but not with professional.
Exactly that. And so I'm really interested in how Copilot can offer me the ability to make calls dynamically from sales. So I think that's Teams, isn't it, that we do that with?
Yeah.
And then I think that we're able to create a transcript of that call, which will analyze some of the sentiments. And I'm really excited about the potential of using Dynamics 365 Sales. I'm wondering if you could maybe send me some more information, send me some prices on licensing, and perhaps we could share a bit of an idea around what the kinds of implementation costs that there might be.
Yeah, certainly, Wendy. I'll follow up with that with you in the next couple of days, and perhaps I can also book in another call with you to talk that through when I get it over to you. Perhaps early part of next week. Would that work for you?
That's great, Ian. Thank you very much. I'll see
Okay.
you on the other side.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Bye.
Okay. So that's a call live. Now let's see what information we have recorded here as part of the process using Copilot. So I'm looking at the call now. And if we go to the call summary, what you'll see here is a full transcript of the conversation. And you see this has happened now. I haven't had to wait for it, but there it is, live. You'll notice also down here we've got the actual conversation, so I can actually play that. Everybody, that I've called you from within my output. There we go. And you'll also notice that if we move down here, we can actually see um, areas where we've got positive comments. So this one here, for example, that's great, Ian. Thank you very much indeed. Well, that's positive, and I've gone back and said, yeah, thanks a lot. Cheers. Well, that's considered to be positive as well. So that's the actual conversation. The other thing is, though, in here we've got mentions. So these are sort of things that have been mentioned. So people, times, leads, Microsoft Dynamics, some questions here. What elements of Microsoft Dynamics are you actually looking for, etc., etc. And also here some notes. So here we've got some call highlights. So when you express an interest in the product, Microsoft Dynamics, and ability to make calls. There's an action item here. Send more information on prices for licensing. Okay, I'm going to create that as an action item over here. What else we've got here? Share an idea around the cost of implementation. Yeah, good point. I'll add that to my notes as well, and then I'll save that. So hopefully you can see that not only do we take away all the laborious requirements around making notes during a conversation, so you can really engage with the person you're talking to, knowing full well that that transcript is going to be there for you the immediately you finish the call. But also look at what we've got in there. We've got we've got the recording. We can see where the positive and negative elements are. We check out the mentions, but on those amazing notes that it pulled out as well. Well, hopefully you'll see in there that that's worked astonishingly well, and it's one of the really great elements of this platform.
Thanks, Ian, for that demo. And I think just to reiterate that this type of Copilot is actually included in the Dynamics 365 Sales Enterprise. It needs to be switched on at an admin level, but basically, if you have that type of license, that is something you could be working with right now. Similarly, the connection to Teams, that also needs to just be set up in the back end of it. But once you have that, you're up and running with, in fact, you can start calling out from within Dynamics 365 using Teams. I think it might be useful to just check into the timeline against this lead where we can see this activity will actually appear. And there it is. So that's where we can see, you can also see all the other attempts that we had earlier on at trying to work out the best way to organise this. So thanks very much for joining us. We're really excited to bring this type of functionality to you. And if there are other things you'd like to take a look at, please let us know.